auto trackers for our React scientists.
If nothing else, Ubisoft Montreal is giving shooter fans something serious to contend with in Rainbow Six Extraction. Exactly how serious you're prepared to take this out of the ordinary Siege game is of course down to you. We spent well over 4 hours playing the game during a special preview event in December last year, and it's pretty cool. As a pure shooter platform, proficiency is everything in Rainbow Six Siege. Operators are cool and each one packs a unique loadout that switches up the gameplay during each mission, but you already know this. Siege is a brutal test of competency whether you're playing on a controller or a mouse and keyboard. In fact, it's hard. You need to be careful, you need to know what you're doing, and you need to chat to your teammates so that you know what you're doing together. With Extraction, the appeal of role-playing suddenly enters the frame. Instead of being terrorists or the good guys trying to save kidnapped people, you take on a whole new role. This is through React, also known as the Rainbow Exogenous Analyst and Containment Team. Try to say that 5 times. If you have ever gotten yourself into the role of a Division agent, a Destiny Guardian or an Apex Legend, you'll know how something like Rainbow Six Extraction could grab you. A massive plus in Ubisoft's favor from the start is that Extraction has a unique tactical setup based on armory comprising from around 60 authentic modern weapons. 18 popular operators from the Rainbow Six Siege game bring their loadouts to the combat, and now there's an extraterrestrial threat on Earth you need to contend with too. The concept is fantastic and the game is shaping up to be something unique, even if it does follow the Siege series to some degree. Ubisoft is launching Rainbow Six Extraction with 12 maps at launch. These will be divided between New York, San Francisco, Alaska, and an area subtitled Truth or Consequences. Ubisoft says that each map is up to 3 times larger than anything in Siege, which works out great for the general gameplay style in the game. Our hands-on session was entirely in New York City, stalking Archæans. Let me just try this again, hold on.
New terror. The
Archæans. Our hands-on session was entirely set in New York City, stalking these alien creatures called Archæans around Liberty Island, Monolith Gardens, and a huge police station. Each of the venues, especially the Liberty Island Museum and the police holding cells, were rich with narrative detail and exquisitely rendered. In time, players will get to know these locations better than their own homes. The thing is, the Archæan presence is so commanding and the map objectives so completely focused on a specific unit that the nature of the place gets smothered in gunk and deadly alien creatures. Some Archæan threats include nests, sprawls, spikers, tormentors, and apex beings. They all perform similar functions throughout each airlock, which act as a sort of chapter break between the mission. After a while, you'll know how to deal with a specific Archæan unit, as they don't really do much different from airlock to airlock. This helps though, because you'll know what to use against what unit. But Extraction isn't just about going in all willy-nilly and shooting aliens. This is important to keep in mind, especially if you're going to pick up Rainbow Six Extraction at launch. Everything is structured around map objectives, of which there are 13 types. There is also an XP-based milestone progression system for each of the operators. Teams of 3 operators are served objectives in each mission to enforce a tactical approach. These objectives kind of force you to be vigilant and focus on the missions at hand. Map objectives are engaging and fun. They especially enforce planning and execution above everything else. If anything, they kind of try and keep you away from doing the whole run and gun approach. It also helps that the Archæans often throw everything into chaos when you decide to be reckless. If you shoot a group of them, good luck trying to get away from them. Some map objectives allow for an all-out assault, which offers a nice break from the whole sneaky gameplay. This means that Extraction lets you be quiet when you need to, and be loud when it's necessary. You can also just enter a mission with the louder operators. These include bringing Habana, Finka, and Doc to each mission. But you'll also need to be wary on the mission at hand. Some require a slower approach, like laying down explosives, collecting tissue samples, and tracking down nests.
On the Pioneer could use some new intel. We're not giving up.
As a package at launch, based on what we've experienced, Rainbow Six Extraction is set to be something different from the theme park ride thrills of Gears, Halo, and Destiny. It's not a simple pursuit of minor enemies, mid-tier bosses, and bullet sponge behemoths. It's systematic and feels sort of mature. Secretly though, we do hope there's more to it. Hopefully, as most Ubisoft games go, this will also offer free post-launch content and deliver a whole new tier of Archæans to contend with. In-game content is also promised to arrive with weekly challenges, including a flagship Maelstrom protocol mode. This limits the time and gear resources across 9 subzones of increasingly tougher enemies. Maelstrom protocol has echoes of Halo's Firefight, Gears Horde mode, and Destiny's Nightfall Strikes. It also ranks players between bronze and diamond, depending on how well they do. There are other rewards promised here too, cosmetic, so if you're wearing something fancy, players will know where you got it from. There are also weekly crisis events to follow soon after, which seem to be a lore-orientated variations of scenarios. These weekly crisis events will take current missions and current enemies and evolve them in some sort of way. Especially when it comes to enemies, players might encounter an evolved version of a sprawl. You also need to keep in mind that Ubisoft is including 2 Buddypass tokens with every edition of Extraction. This means that you can invite your friends into the game and they can play with you for up to 14 days. All progress they make is also saved and transferred to the full game if any of these friends decide that the life of a React unit member is for them. So far, Rainbow Six Extraction does look great. If you're a Siege fan and just wanted something more supernatural, then this could be the game you're looking for. The operators are cool. There are cool loadouts and gadgets and tech for you to take advantage of. And each mission will be different and play out differently depending on who you go in with. It all depends on the difficulty. Can Extraction keep you going for months on end? At the moment, the question is how long will players be drawn into the game? And that's it from me. Rainbow Six Extraction launches on 20 January 2022 with full cross-play, cross-save and cross-progression on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Stadia, and as well as PC through the Ubisoft store. Is this a game you're looking forward to? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the Glitch channel for more. Also be sure to check out our site for your daily gaming, tech, pop culture and lifestyle content. All the links are down below.